So, come on, Bundaberg, get on your feet and make some noise. 30 laps for the drivers and their toys. 15 of the best in the country. Who will shine? Ladies and gentlemen, it's Carina Classic time!
Down into turn one they go. Berkley's up against the fence already. High and dry up there as Shellcross moves to the bottom. Gilroy's gone all the way to the back. He washed up a ton of speed. Knight's crossed up as well, but it's still Berkley upstairs trying to make it work as Baxter, the former Aussie champ, has rotated it in front of the field, and we've had a bit of a car park in turn 3.
30 laps still to run, 2 cars out. We go green, third time's a charm.
Oh, again, Shellcross just forces his way to the bottom of the racetrack. Gilroy finds himself now on the outside going for fourth spot. Dreamer down the inside of Kennedy. They go down the back straightaway. Side by side is Gilroy with the number 11 Lexus, who's down on the pole line. Berkley up against the fence hard.
Berkley threw it in there, coming out of turns 3 and 4, but he couldn't quite get the grip here. And Raymont, the 3-time modified sedan classic champion here at Carina, has got the lead here.
You're on the money there, Brendo, because every time Berkley gets it right, he's 2/10 faster than Aidan Raymont. But it's just about that consistency. They cross the stride that time. He loses about half a tenth. They just need to be able to continue to put in these good laps, lap after lap. We're only 7 laps down, and the yellow comes out because we have Stephen Cook and Timmy Gaffel, who have become one car on the front straightaway. Still over halfway to go as the green flag waves again.
Raymont with a great start, jumps about a 3-car length lead. Berkley goes all the way up against the fence, doesn't get the back end around as much as he would like. That lets Shellcross go back underneath. Works another one trying to move down on the bottom of the racetrack, gets to the inside of Gilroy. But Berkley's back upstairs and Raymont's back on the bottom. As Gilroy's out, I think he's got a flat tyre.
Yeah, great restart from Aidan Raymont here, and he has got the lead over Berkley. But Berkley trying to close in that gap. Like you said, he just needs to get consistent laps up there. There is not much margin of error on the higher line. It can be a great thing or it can be a terrible thing. But right now, Aidan Raymont is creating a bit of a gap until Berkley can find that consistency. Everyone else is going that lower line. Berkley seems to be the only one that's ventured up that high at this point. Came out. Can he put a number of consistent laps together again and close that gap?
Boys. Here comes the Wando Warrior battling it out with Shellcross. They're going to rub panels all the way down the back straightaway. And now Harm puts himself into third spot. Shellcross trying to fight back and runs to the left rear of him.
Oh, gives him 2 for the trouble. And just as we say about the front runners, Berkley did put about 4 corners together very, very well. He's closed in now, and the gap down to about 2 car lengths.
Raymond slowing there, boys. He had a couple of bad laps. He put in a 20.2, 6/10 slower than Joel Berkley.
You wonder if those tyres are starting to go like you were talking about, Braden. You wonder if Berkley has good tyres here at the end or if it's just a poor lap here. But Berkley is continuing to try to close in here. You see him close the gap a little bit. Meanwhile, the 55 of Harmers has got a gap now back to Shellcross.
Yeah, Harm's closing in on this front group as well. He's put in some good laps. With this lap traffic of Knight coming up. Oh, Raymont moved up a fraction to try and get ready for the lap traffic. Berkley got into the back. It's going to be enough to get by him. Walked upstairs, so a change for your lead. Your Carina Classic as Berkley takes the lead. And Harmy now on the bottom of the racetrack of Raymont. There's nothing between them. They're 3 wide almost. As they go down the back straight into turn 3. Knight, the slower car on the bottom, just holding the line. Harmy's into the door, all crossed up.
Yeah, Berkley, the high line comes into effect there, passing that car, that lap car that was on the bottom. But Raymont is going to try to come back at Berkley on the bottom here as Harms is finally past that lap car. But out front, it's Berkley and Raymont. They've got clear track in front of them. Now it's going to be about consistency. Who can knock it out? Who can have the faster line? I tell you what, though, Harm, he is coming.
He's looking fast, you boys. Probably the fastest out of the top 3 right now. Raymont, he's gotten in his own head here, boys. He's gone to the top. I was expecting the bottom to start to rubber up and Raymont would be king. But here comes Harmy to the inside as Raymont's on top. Josh Harm goes up to second. And does he have an answer for Joel Berkley out front? It's Berkley ahead of Harm, ahead of Raymont. Kennedy's in 4th. Then a Shellcross will round out your top 5.
Yeah, well, Harm has been running that lower line really, really good. That's where he's been picking up positions in contrast to Berkley, who's been running the high line. So it is going to be the two contrasts as the laps continue to tick down. Who can run the better line? Whose car is set up better at this time? Certainly closed the gap here. Berkley, he's just got a little bit high a couple of times here, and it's been to his detriment. Here comes Harm. He really closes that gap in there. Berkley gets good drive down the straightaway. Can Harm close in again here as Berkley goes high up the track? It really is that contrasting battle at the moment.
Harm's going to be within slide job range on this last lap here. He saw how it worked in the production sedan final. If he could just close in a little bit more. There's only less than a second now, 7/10 between them. Harmy's still on the bottom. The white flag's going to come out. It's the last lap for the modified sedan Carina Classic. Down into turn 1 and 2 they go. Harmy's on the bottom of the racetrack. Berkley's upstairs. What kind of run does Harmy get out of the final corner? It's a good one. Side by side. Josh Harm throws it in. Berkley's upstairs, your WA champion. They're side by side to the line. Joel Berkley wins it. Josh Harm home for P2. Raymont will get 3rd. Kennedy 4th. Shellcross, Drever and Cook. And oh man, for a single file race the whole way through, a last lap charge from Josh Harm and Joel Berkley putting on a show in the modified sedan Carina Classic.
WA1 can now add $3,000 in the Carina Classic to his name. Make some noise for Joel Berkley! Joel Berkley, the first man to knock Aidan Raymont off his